Okay, so I can't pop a wheelie because I worry that I might fall and then that might result in a broken arm. So I'm rather not going to pop the wheelie. But I think I do have a really cool car that's specially designed for me, and it's got this cool lift that hooks my wheelchair and puts it on the roof of my car. So that's quite a neat trick that always gets a lot of attention whenever I go out. And in addition to that, I think what makes me rare is I think my inner drive to constantly be growing and developing as an individual, and always looking for opportunities to learn something new. I think I'm very curious by nature. Maybe that's where the researcher in me comes out. And I think I'm always just interested in connecting with people. And I think I have a good way of connecting with people and making them feel comfortable enough to be open with me, and that I will be open with them. I was born with a rare genetic condition called osteogenesis imperfecta. Otherwise, it's more commonly known as brittle bones. And as the name alludes to, my bones are more fragile than the average person's, and as a result, I've always been wheelchair bound. But I haven't let that stop me or define me, and I've gone on to live a very happy and meaningful life. Back when I was born, there wasn't a lot of understanding around OI, and as you say, they told my mother that I had 2 weeks to live. And as soon as I was born, they put me in an incubator and she couldn't hold me or anything. And then eventually after 2 weeks, she said, you know what, if my child is gonna die, can I take her home and let her die at home, then live like this? And she took me home, and here I am 30 odd years later. My advice for parents who receive this diagnosis is that I know that it sounds scary, but it's okay. And as I said, I've gone on to live a very happy life and independent life. And you are able to, and obviously there are certain adjustments that they'll have to make, and there'll be certain things that your kid might not be able to do, but that's okay too. And I also think the advice would be to accept that your child is going to break a lot of bones in their life, and to not feel guilty for that, and think, oh, well, I could have done something different, or I could have, it's going to happen. And when it happens, you just deal with it and you treat it and you move on. 1 in 15 South Africans are affected by this. And I think that not a lot of people realize how common it is. And I think it's important to raise awareness, because a lot of the time it's an invisible disability or challenge that this person is facing on a daily basis. So I think it's important to raise awareness about that. And even for people, they might be struggling in life and not realize that they actually have this condition. And creating this awareness will maybe spur them on to go and speak to their doctor or get the treatment that they need to improve their quality of life.